world where political speeches are often filled with jargon and vague promises, Mthombothi has thrown down the gauntlet, boldly claiming that President Cyril Ramaphosa has only spoken honestly twice in the past 7 years. Now, whether you're a diehard supporter of Ramaphosa or a staunch critic, it's hard to ignore the weight of such a statement. Mthombothi, a prominent voice in South African journalism, isn't one to mince words, and his assertion has sparked quite a debate among citizens and political analysts alike. Imagine tuning into a political speech, expecting to hear the truth about pressing issues like unemployment, corruption, and service delivery. Instead, you're met with a barrage of political rhetoric that leaves you more confused than informed. Mthombothi's critique is a call to action for all of us to demand transparency and accountability from our leaders. After all, how can we trust a leader who speaks less than the truth? What's fascinating about Mthombothi's statement is not just the claim itself, but the implications it has for our democracy. When leaders fail to communicate honestly, they create a chasm between themselves and the citizens they serve. This disconnect can lead to disillusionment, apathy, and ultimately, a loss of faith in the political system. If Ramaphosa has indeed only been honest twice in 7 years, we need to ask ourselves, what does that say about the state of our leadership? Mthombothi's comments challenge us all to reflect on what we expect from our leaders. Are we simply satisfied with smooth talk and empty promises, or do we crave authentic engagement on real issues? The truth is, we deserve better. We deserve leaders who are willing to roll up their sleeves and tackle the hard questions head-on, rather than sidestepping them with vague platitudes. Now, let's talk about the impact of this kind of honesty on the electorate. When a leader speaks from the heart and shares the unvarnished truth, it fosters trust and respect. It encourages citizens to engage in meaningful dialogue about the challenges facing our country. Conversely, when honesty is in short supply, it breeds skepticism and frustration. Mthombothi's assertion serves as a wake-up call for all of us to demand more from our leaders. We should not settle for anything less than transparency and truth. If you find this conversation intriguing and want to stay updated on the latest political discussions, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Join our community of engaged viewers who are passionate about holding our leaders accountable. Your voice matters, and together, we can create a movement that demands the truth from those in power. As we reflect on Mthombothi's bold statement, let's also consider the future. What kind of leadership do we want to see in South Africa? How can we ensure that honesty becomes a cornerstone of political discourse? These are questions we must grapple with as we move forward. In conclusion, Mthombothi's assertion that Ramaphosa has only spoken honestly twice in 7 years is not just a critique. It's a rallying cry for all of us to engage more deeply with our political landscape. Let's hold our leaders to a higher standard and demand the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it may be. If you enjoyed this discussion and want to hear more thought-provoking content, don't forget to subscribe. Your engagement helps us bring more of these essential conversations to light. Thanks for tuning in, and let's keep the dialogue going.